Okay, YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Boda. Back in the building for another last Cloudia news and review video. We've got the August 19th maintenance notice, so this will be going live tonight. Depending on what time zone you're in, they're starting maintenance at 12 a.m. Pacific time. That's going a 3-hour window to 3 a.m. So make your adjustments accordingly depending on where you are in the world. We're going to go through because, as you can see, the maintenance details, new story added, new unit arc added, 5-star enhancement released for select units, power level revisions, gacha updates, event released, promo updates, shop updates, and added features and various improvements. Now, Barlene did say we were getting a lot of small quality of life surrounding the story, so I'm wondering if they're going to mention it in this update. So let's just, without further ado, get started. New story added. As we know, Arc 2 is starting. We've got our live stream at 12 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time, so we'd love to see there if you can come out, and if you don't mind any spoilers, depending on where you are in the story. So it will begin at last. Pushed back a little bit, but not too bad. New unit and arc added. We did just review the single-wielding princess herself, Leona, and the Psycha Guild SSR Ark, which is pretty dope. We've got the list of 5-star enhanceable units, a shorter list than the bulk 15 batches that they gave us the last couple months. This is only going to be, what, 8 units this time around, plus the 5-star Leona herself. So we'll do a video after this going over their buffs and what they bring to the table. I saw a couple interesting people and their buffs that will probably get some of the community excited. Power level revisions to units. I think this is just telling us about the buffs, and we know that if you click here, you can actually see the list of buffs and what they're given, but we're not going to look at that quite yet. I'll let myself be a little bit surprised with that. For the gacha updates, look at that, everyone. Descent of Heroes Festival. So many opinions since I posted my rant video. And I get it. Yes, you can definitely, I can see the people saying, well, in actuality, if you look at the rates and the luck, it's easier to get the DOH than it is the permanent units. And for every situation, for every account, lux and rate is going to vary, and it's going to affect your individual bias. And from that stance, I just can't accept that argument, because I'm talking about taking a step back, not considering what the real time or what the real game effects and rates might turn out to be when you start presenting certain scenarios. I'm talking about from a marketing stance. When a gacha advertises limited, they are saying we want your money. And that is the message that's going to be projected onto the player base. Back to back to back to back limited banners is not a good look. Barlene even admitted in Discord this morning that he saw this being an issue for the players, especially, I think, global, from a mile away. The fact that they were releasing 4 limited DOH and then collab and then seasonal, like, he saw that was going to displease the player base before that even happened. So he did say he's not in control of the release schedule, but even someone from the IDA staff knew that this was not going to reflect well. So I just wanted to kind of clarify what, further what I meant by my argument, releasing all of these DOH and Leona being another DOH. It leaves a terrible taste in my mouth. But I'm not quitting the game. I'm not stopping making Last Cloudia content. I'm not saying that I hate the game. If I hated the game, I wouldn't play it. I enjoy the gameplay very much. I just feel like the marketing is a bit sleazy at the moment. That can always change, and I hope it does, because I know IDIS is keeping their eye out on the community. Always. We'll just see what they decide to make changes on in the future. So we've got the Step Up Hero Festival. We can see they've got their typical about 1,300 crystals for the first 3 laps, and then that 4th is a free 10 spin, which is quite a nice little step up. Am I spending money? Am I giving IDIS any money for this gacha move? Absolutely not. So I don't even know if I'm too interested in the unit herself. So, but just in general, this is a very worthwhile amount if you can spend the $10 to $13 to get these crystals. You get a free 10 spin out of that. So we're going to get that from the 19th until September 1st. So only about 2 weeks or a little over 2 weeks before this banner goes away. Looks like we're also getting the Unlocked Enhancement Step Up Gacha 1 released. This gacha is a step-up gacha that advances to the next step each time you spin the gacha. Free crystals can be used to spin all steps up to and including step 5. On this occasion, 1 lap and 5 steps is available. Step 3 contains a guaranteed unit, and Step 5 contains 1 rate-up unit. And the rate-up units are Rommel, Luger, Dark Melza, and OG Medine. We can see the step details here. Step 1 is a 10 spin. Get medals, the 1 unit, medals, and then 1 rate-up unit guaranteed. I imagine there are only going to be general pool banners or general pool units on this banner. I'd rather this be 1 unit. I'd rather have the chance to pull, like if I was a new account, a Medine or a GA Lukiel. Again, I haven't looked at these unit buffs, but I didn't see anyone raving about them in the Discord. So we're getting that version, and then we're also getting the second version. So they split the 8 units into 2 banners. I'm trying to think what that means. So 5 steps. So this is another like 30,000 crystals it would take you to do both of these. The selling point is that they're featuring units that just are now getting their 5-star buffs. Let's just move on. We are getting an event released. The Tower of Trials. And is this a new banner image? I don't think it is. So we're getting the same banner image for Tower of Trials returned. The August 2021 Tower of Trials has been released. In addition, floors 81 through 90 will be released this time around. Dare to battle the powerful enemies who stand in your way. That's all. That's it. Huh. So they just gave us an extra 10 floors. I want to be excited for this, but based on the fact that there are 0 details about what these 10 floors bring, or if there are changes to the shop, or if there are additions to the shop, or if there are changes to the tower overall, the lack of any type of indication of that makes me think that it's going to be the same. You're going to go through 1 through 80. It's going to be the exact same tower. You're going to beat Ray, but now you can do floors 81 through 90, which are going to be another set of enemies, probably relevant enemies to the new story that we got. But I think that's all they did. I think they just added 10 floors, more mobs, more bosses. Cool. Training fields coming back. This is about the most exciting news that I'm seeing in this news notification. Not necessarily for your endgame players, because they don't really need the training field like that. But for those new to mid-game players that were here when this first came around, not too long ago, I think it was during the huge update that they brought the training field when Luxeus dropped. This was incredible. It gives you massive amounts of XP to level up your units, while also giving you like clusters, souls, I believe. Yeah, souls for the units. Mother souls will drop. They do offer a list of event units so that you can actually get double the EXP for those event up units, making it even quicker to level them up. And maybe I'm tripping. No, yeah, training materials. I think it includes crystals, clusters. It's just it's a fantastic stage to play catch up on a lot of units you're either working on, or if you hit certain walls and you can't auto grind, or you don't want to auto grind, this is going to be a fantastic stage to help you speed up the process of whichever character you are working on at the moment. So cool that they're bringing this back. That's nice to see. And now let's move on to the promo updates. Story Arc 2 login bonus is held to celebrate the release of the new Story Arc special login bonus. We're getting 20 orb recovers, 1 light of the world, 1 visionary light, 50 mother souls, and 500 crystals. Wow. I like that there's an Ethereum here, and yet they're not giving us any Ethereum in this login bonus, which is pretty hilarious. Those are my thoughts there. Here are our training promos. We get all the typical, probably gates are open, whatnot. We get soul accumulation. Soul Field is going to help out a lot of new players who are looking or short on souls right now. It just gives you a boost in that area. That'll be great. I've seen a couple comments saying that they're struggling for soul income. So the Soul Field's wonderful for players who need that. Arena promo release. This is what Barleen talked about in his very brief Barleen's Beans that we talked about, I think, on Monday. So 4 times the arena points we expected. Daily arena point cap is 4 times higher, so we can get 200 medals. Then items added to the arena point space for a limited time. They're giving us Ethereum and crystal clusters of every color, including rainbow. So that is what it is. And that's it. That's the arena promo. Not much. Nothing we haven't seen before. Shop updates. We got our free pack. So make sure to get that. Even if you don't pull Leona, it's good to just get this because it's free. Doesn't cost you anything to get. Alright. So here we go. Added features and various improvements. I saw the translation for this. It was like 1 or 2 sentences talking about it. Something about 3-party battles added. So let's see all of the details that come with this. The new battle type, 3-party battles, has been added. After this maintenance, you can challenge the new 3-party battle in a certain subquest. This subquest will appear after you've progressed through a certain point in the game and have met certain conditions. Note this quest has an extremely high difficulty. For more details about 3-party battles, tap question mark on the top right of the start quest screen of the relevant quest. Oh, they're not actually giving us the details. They're telling us that we can go find the details once it's in game. Gotcha. Heard. Various improvements. The cost of the special power-up sets with released new units will be reduced. So with every new unit, they give you these power-up sets that give you the materials you need, the crystals and the XP pots to upgrade, as you can see, from level 1 to 40, level 40 to 60. If you don't want to take the, 1 day, maybe, to actually get them there, you want to do it immediately. Now it'll be a little cheaper for you. So this is where they chose to reduce a little bit of crystal cost for us. There are no changes to other power-up sets. Improve the game so that when a shift version of a unit you have is pulled from a gacha, the unit does not automatically switch to the newly acquired shift version, so you'll have to manually do that if that was something you became accustomed to. Some skills have been improved. The following skills have been improved. The damage cap increase for the skills, this is just the official notice that damage cap is going from 2,000 to 5,000 that we talked about in the Leona info video. The chance for the effect of the skill Instant Strike to activate has been increased. The skill description has also been updated. So I left off the video very perplexed and confused about this Instant Strike ability. So it seems that they actually did bump it up. I wonder, because it was a 5% on criticals. So that's a double on hit percentage chance requirement. You're already doing crits a limited amount of time, and then you had a 5% chance on that limited amount of time to get this plus 15,000 cap raise. I guess they bumped that up, so I wonder what that's actually going to look like. And looks like it might end up helping Kyle a bit. And then I imagine where it says the skill description has also been updated, it didn't make any sense because Instant Strike was saying it was only relevant to sword weapons. We know Leona is built to wield a single claw, so I imagine it's going to change to when one weapon is equipped versus having that sword specification requirement. We also got a change to an arc description. The Dragon Treasure Rainicle has been revised as follows. The current text, upon inflicting break, special gauge plus 25%, has been changed to when the unit puts an enemy into break, recover special gauge plus 25%. So that is worded a little more, with a little more clarity, which is always nice to see. There's no change to the actual effect. Various UI revisions. So we'll have to see what that is since they don't tell us. And we're getting an actual list of bug fixes. Let's see what the dev team has been busy with in terms of the plethora of bugs that I see every update in their acknowledged list. In the Event Summer Concert Splash, the Where to Acquire tab does not display the location of event materials in the item details. All right, I don't really care about that one. In multiplayer skills that recover HP, MP, SCT upon defeat of an enemy provide more recovery than expected. So they are fixing one of the best bugs to ever grace us. This is going to confuse a lot of players, I imagine, that haven't kept up all that skill stock that you thought you were good on in multiplayer because you were killing the early mobs in the early waves. Prior to them fixing this, I believe it was like a 5 times multiplier. So with Pose of Honor, if you're supposed to be getting 5% back per kill in your MP, you were then getting 25% back. Same went with skills. Depending on the amount of skill stock, that was multiplied by 5. Now, here's the thing, and Tweaks actually brought this up. He's mentioned this before, that's not because those skills in particular are broken. There is some kind of underlying code that is affecting these on-kill percentage chances in multiplayer. That's the reason why if you equip the Bangle of the Thief in your multiplayer matches on whichever unit you're running, you're going to see a substantial amount of items dropping for you if you're the one killing the enemies, because your 10% chance to steal on kill is now a 50% chance to steal on kill. So the fact that it only talks about HP, MP, and SCT, Tweaks had told me that he wonders if they're fixing the pose skills in particular, which will then still leave this underlying problem. So maybe Bangle will still produce a crazy amount of stolen items, or if they're actually fixing the root cause of these crazy multiplication problems with your on-kill effects. So just something I'm thinking of while reading that. In multiplayer, units sometimes become incapacitated by damage even when the unit still has HP remaining. That has actually happened to me once during the Kraken fight, which is really lame. Reduction of the issue in multiplayer. Revive effects sometimes fail to activate. This measure will reduce the frequency of the issue occurring, but the issue may still occur. We are continuing to investigate the cause of this issue. I've heard people talk about the issue here, or this issue in particular. I never noticed it in any time I've played multiplayer, and then other minor bug fixes. So some multiplayer updates and not much else. Not much else. So where is it? Where does it show important? I think update regarding known issues. Look at the currently observed bugs, everyone. Look how long this list is. Look how long this list is. This is currently observed bugs since the 12th. They talked about addressing maybe 5 points. I don't know if those are in here. And then this was their addressed issue on August 12th. 1. All right. I don't want to just go on and on and on, because I pretty much got all my frustrations out in that one video. And so now I want to start leaning more into a positive light again, but it's just so hard to look forward to any of this when this whole issue that I've expressed it tells me it raises red flags to me about the company and where their priorities are right now. So that's why it's hard to be optimistic at the moment. So forgive your boy, Rage Quit Buddha, at the moment. I'm not quite my cheery, typical self, but it is what it is. We're going through the motions. I'm still playing the game. I'm still here for it, right? I love the community. I love you guys. There's no reason for me to just stop altogether. It's not like they broke the game to the point it's unplayable and it's not fun. It's still an incredibly fun game. That's why I just wish that things were handled a little better on the promotional side, but there's nothing I can do there, nothing I can control, and we'll just keep taking it one day at a time. So let me know what you guys think of this update. Tell me, are you excited? Are you sitting in the same boat as me? Are you so happy that they're releasing a unit that is not going to use dual wield? I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy about that. So I'll be looking for those comments. I'm going to go ahead and review these units now and then start to get and uploading some videos for you guys, because there's quite a decent amount to cover. And that's going to do it for your boy Boda. Y'all know what we say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.